Hey everyone, welcome back to... Stop it! Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Yuhua and Friends, and today we'll be talking about the topic of FOOD, foods. And today we have Rock'em Sakura Mama. This video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN, where you can change your location with a click of a button.
What is Surfshark?
So, for example, where you live affects what content are streaming on your services, ranging from movies, documentaries, TV shows, and more. But with Surfshark, you can change your location with a click of a button. For example, our friends in the UK, Canada, Australia, Asia, or anywhere in the world cannot watch what we watch.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Oh, totally. And it is absolutely safe to use. And with one subscription, you can use it in multiple rooms with one subscription and pay one price only.
I'm gonna sign up right now.
So go to the link below and use my code to get 3 months free with Surfshark. Thank you. Let's see what our friends are watching. Wow, that's a lot of missing content that I didn't know exist.
Hi guys, I love food.
Me too, and guess what, y'all? We are 2/3 of the house of dry. And what do we do best? Eating, mama, because we're always serving and slaying, honey.
Unless your food is very dry, mama. Then I don't want to have
Kind of like your chicken breast, honey. Okay.
Ew, dry chicken breast is the worst.
I can't relate because I'm pescatarian.
Are you pescatarian?
How did you not know your dry sister is a pescatarian?
I don't know. I cooked you a whole roast today and you're not gonna eat it?
That's a lie because you have never cooked me with food before. Now, I identify as pescatarian. What about you?
So, I don't have any dietary restrictions. I am lactose intolerant, but I still have dairy anyway. I used to be a pescatarian for about 10 years.
And then what happened?
Well, the whole thing was my boyfriend at the time, like, made me be pescatarian, so he kind of controlled my diet, which is
he's not problematic. Okay, got it.
Yeah, not a fun time. As soon as I broke up with him, the first thing I wanted was blood. Just bloody meat. Yeah.
Okay, why did you go pescatarian, though? Aside from the fact that your boyfriend was controlling you.
Well, I mean, he was vegetarian.
Girl, this was supposed to be a fun episode, and now we're already talking about relationship abuse, like controlling what you put in your body. Like, girl, what the fuck?
That's what's happening here right now.
Yeah, this is more like a TED Talk more than a fun episode now. So,
yeah.
Why?
Okay, so my partner at the time was vegetarian, which I tried to do, like, vegetarianism, but I had to have some sort of protein. And as an Asian person, I was like, the one thing I have to have in my diet is fish. There's so many good fish dishes, like sushi, stewed fish, cured fish, like fresh tilapia.
Tea, mama.
Yeah, so I chose to be pescatarian because I needed fish in my diet. And honestly, like, still now to this day, the most protein I eat is fish.
How long ago was this, though?
This was like 5 years ago.
5 years ago? Really?
Yeah,
because I would say that 5 years ago, like, options for pescatarian and also vegetarian options are a lot better than when I first became pescatarian, which was like 15 years ago. Because 15 years ago, girl, there was like nothing. It was either a salad, like, or
well, there's fish,
broccoli. Yeah, but like the options aren't too much. But now they like would make like seasonings and stuff for your salads, or like seasoning to steam the vegetables and stuff. And they will get so creative with the food, like mock duck, mock beef, and stuff like that.
I have mock duck here right now because I love mock duck, even though I eat regular meat and I eat duck. Some of that vegetarian food hits really hard. The texture is just so different. Vegetarian fish has this like nice grainy texture. Vegetarian shrimp, which is made of cognac, is like nice and bouncy. It tastes so good.
I'm so broke. All I eat is steamed fish and steamed vegetables still. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's good. At least you look good. I look swollen, girl.
She's giving all these fancy dishes and seasonings. Now, what is your favorite type of food to eat out there? Mine is Asian food.
Yeah, mine's Asian food too. But specifically, if I'm going for like a certain type of cuisine, it's usually Japanese food. So I'll go for like sushi or okonomiyaki or ramen. Like those are the main ones I go towards. Or I live like close to like downtown LA, little Tokyo, so all the Japanese food. But I also live close to Alhambra.
What's Alhambra?
Alhambra is a city that's maybe like 10 minutes away from here, and it's a large Asian population. It has some of the best Asian food.
Is it for little Korean or Koreatown? Hambra?
No. So it's not Koreatown.
Okay.
It's in the opposite direction. It's like away from the city.
What is Hambra then?
So
I guess that's my question.
Alhambra.
What's Alhambra?
It's just where Asian people live here.
Why does it have like a Spanish name?
It's not Alhambra, it's Alhambra.
How do you spell it?
A-L Hambra.
H-A-ha-ha-ha-bra. H-A-ha-ha-ha-bra.
Yuhua Hamasaki.
You don't even know. My favorite food is Asian, but it's so funny because as a kid growing up, I would eat my mother's cooking and my dad's cooking all the time, which was Chinese food 3 times a day. And I was so sick of it. So like when I first moved to America, all I wanted to eat was all other types of food.
Like what?
It was like Italian food maybe, like Mexican food, like hamburgers and like McDonald's and stuff like that. I was so sick of eating Chinese food. But nowadays, whenever I'm home by myself or whenever I go back, I miss the food so much.
It's very comforting, right?
Not just that, but because...
It's flavor.
Flavor!
The flavor is there.
There's flavor, yeah.
I was just thinking the other day too, like when I was a kid, I hated eating at home because it was like Filipino food every day.
Yeah.
So Filipino food is like very salty, greasy, and vinegary.
Yeah.
And coming out of that, I was like, I need to eat healthy.
Yeah.
And then when I left the house was like salad, like fruit bowls, and everything healthy. And something changes when you're like in your late 20s, early 30s, and you're like, man, f- this shit.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna eat something with flavor.
Yeah, I need flavor because you've been to the UK before, right? They eat bread, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
They get so offended when you say that their food is the worst in the world, but they're known for having bad food.
I don't know if it's the worst, but I think there's more than just ketchup and mustard for everything. Let's just say that.
I know. Well, I mean, like, or like salt and pepper seasoning. Like, there's more than that.
Yeah.
There was an interview with, oh God, I think it was Brad Pitt.
Okay, what did he say?
And he was talking with this other actress from the UK, and she was like, "Are you serious? The UK food is so bad. You think it's bad?"
Okay.
And he's like, "Yeah, your food is known for being bad and boring and just like white people food." And she goes, "You know what the number one food eaten in the UK is? It's tikka masala. It's tikka masala.
What's tikka masala?
Tikka masala. Tikka masala chicken, like Indian food."
Okay.
And she played herself because that's not even from the UK.
Okay, mama.
She fucking played
UK,
herself.
hon. Yes. Now, what is your favorite restaurant to go to in LA?
Oh my God. Are we talking like cheap? Like
Both, girl. I guess cheap, like, since, you know, we're both cheap.
Okay, so my favorite place to eat that's cheap and really good to eat is Happy Lamb. Hot pot.
Oh, I love hot pot.
Hot pot so much too. I brought a friend over to eat hot pot, and she had never been to hot pot before. She brought her white boyfriend, and all he had was like the food that they serve on the side. So not the stuff that you put in the hot pot.
Oh,
he had like pot stickers and the rice from the thing, and like maybe 1 or 2 things of meat from the pot, and that's it.
Yeah.
I've never been so offended.
I am kind of the same way too, because I always like the little appetizers that surround the hot pot too. And also when Korean food, when they bring out like the whole plate
the
of
banchan?
banchan, I love it. I can go rounds and rounds with them because they are just so good and tasty.
I mean, that's fine, but you'll still eat the hot pot, right?
yeah, I'll still eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you get in front of you, like I almost feel like he was like taken aback by it. Like it was scary to him. That
Yeah.
there was this big boiling pot of spices.
Yeah, and he wasn't probably like aware of the fact that that's how food came about and that all the cooking, like, you see the meat going into the pot and everything, coming
And we
out
share
eating.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, one person has COVID, you all have COVID. That's the thing.
And you all put your chopsticks in there.
You're not supposed to put your chopsticks in there. You're supposed to have one pair of tongs and then you bring it out and then you all use your chopsticks on your own plate.
I one time had hot pot with one guy I was seeing at the time during the pandemic, and I brought him to a seafood place because thinking like, okay, we're gonna have some seafood. This is gonna be nice. It's some, Flushing in New York.
Yeah.
Okay, it's all Asian food. If you haven't been there before, it's all like Asian food, like really tasty, authentic. Well, kind of authentic Asian food.
It's like New York authentic Asian food.
Yeah. And then we went there. We started eating the seafood. He was.
I have never seen a fly in here until today. Did you bring one in?
No, because we're the fruit flies. But anyway, he was just not impressed by the smell of seafood. He was like grossed
Really?
out by it. Yeah.
That is a red flag for me.
Why?
because if you can't stand the smell of seafood, I don't know, something about it. It feels racist, doesn't it?
It does feel a little.
Feels racist.
I don't know how much of a Chinatown you have in San Francisco, but in New York,
so big.
There's a huge Chinatown. It's like almost as authentic it can be and as close to Asia as possible. I feel so bad for the people that work there in the grocery stores and also the seafood markets because Americans and tourists are always just taking photos of them.
Of them?
No, of the people that work there with the food.
Of the people?
Yeah. I'm like, why? At least buy from the stores? Why is that funny to you?
Chinese people.
Chinese people, look at the grocery, at least...
check this out. It's also like you're in America in a Chinatown.
Yeah. I just feel so bad. Why are you exploiting them for your social media just so you can have a photo of someone Asian selling food that's on the street?
People love Asian people selling food or in a restaurant. You ever see those videos on TikTok of the white people? They go into the restaurants and then they're like, watch me speak perfect Mandarin.
Everyone white would have exited this video 5 minutes ago because all we've been talking about is...
Well, if that's not you guys, you can stay.
Exactly.
Y'all are good.
Okay, keep on going with your commentary on the TikTok video.
Oh my god, so there are these white people that go into restaurants and then the whole point of the video, the title is like white guy surprises restaurant staff by speaking perfect Mandarin.
I have 2 more stories about this. Oh my god, keep on going.
No, it's so interesting to me that we just like to see, Asian people react to things.
Yeah.
Konnichiwa.
No, kawaii. Now, there was another time, this was back in maybe 8 years ago. Mm-hmm. This was the reversed way around.
What do you mean the reversed way
around? I wasn't participating in this act, but it was the other way around. It was kind of hilarious, but cringy, but also felt bad for the white guy too. So this was in Chinatown, right? Mainly speaking, people that only spoke... That makes no sense. Mainly people that spoke there are Chinese. Mm-hmm. So it was in Chinatown, and he was white, and he was working in a Chinese restaurant that sells noodles, right? Ah. So a lot of people that go in there do not speak English. So they make him let's pretend this is a sign, right?
Uh-huh.
So they make him wear a sign.
A sign? They make him wear a sign?
They make him wear a sign. Why is there so many words on all your pages? I'm trying to find a blank page. Anyway.
There's no blank pages.
They make him hang a sign this big that says, 我会说中文, which means, I know how to speak Chinese. And I just felt oh my god, there has to be a better way to let the customers know that you speak Chinese.
That is the best way.
And I felt so bad because he looked like he was doing a college side job or something like that. Mm-hmm. He was kind of cute. He had glasses. You can tell he was kind of like us, gay. And I just felt so bad for him because I was just this is degrading a little bit.
A little bit, but it's also kind of funny.
Yeah, kind of funny because now I have content to tell the YouTube people.
You should have a sign like that too, just that says that you speak Chinese.
And also, I'm not Japanese. Please do not speak to me in Japanese.
Yeah, but it says it in Japanese.
Now, what's another awkward story that you have, when you go grocery shopping at the supermarkets,
Well, I was a kid. Okay, so this is more of an embarrassing story for me.
Okay.
I remember going to the seafood market and, going to the seafood market as a kid, it's very boring.
Oh, yeah, girl.
It's so boring. My grandma was always, picking apart every single piece of fruit, and she would take her fucking time.
Pause. You're from the Philippines, right?
I'm not from the Philippines. My grandma's from the Philippines, so I was born here.
So she would take you grocery shopping here in the States. That's what you mean. Okay,
yes.
Got it.
I mean, still a big Asian population. We go to a 99 Ranch or something. But I remember she took me to one once, and the fish looks so fun to play with.
Did you start fingering them? What the?
Grabbing the fish.
Okay.
When you don't watch a child and they do the stupidest thing.
So what were you doing?
Remember going to the tanks of the fish and trying to grab the fish.
Uh-huh.
Going into I don't know why, the fish, usually they keep the mollusks at the bottom and the fish at the top. For some reason, the fish were on the bottom. So I was I bet I can grab the fish like they do.
Did it go to the other side?
I can't remember. what happened after I grabbed it, but I remember I grabbed it, dropped it, ran.
Nice, awesome. I have another story with, well, not me included. So this is back in Chinatown again. So these tourists, young girls, like six Beckys and 2 Karens and 1 Susan, right? Like, so it was their grandmother, like aunt and mother, and like all their like little children and stuff, right? So they were walking in Chinatown, seafood market, you know the smell. Like, for me, it's familiar, it's, you know, it's normal. So when they smelled it, it was as if like there was a car crash coming at them or something. They were literally like this. I was like, oh my god. I was like, is that really that severe? Like, they were all protecting each other from like
That's
the
so
smell.
strange.
They were like,
They've never smelled a drag queen then.
yep.
I have to ask you, what are your least favorite foods?
My least favorite foods. I don't really have one. Like, I have some
Really?
like, boring foods that like I don't really prefer. Like American food.
Like food that you don't like, food that you hate.
I don't really have anything that I don't hate, honestly.
Really?
Well, I guess like meat. Not because I hate it.
Not meat. Like, so there's nothing that you can eat that you hate.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing you can think about.
Nothing. Like, I love all vegetables. I love all seafood.
Do you eat eggs at all?
No, not because I hate it, because I choose not to, because it's meat related.
Okay, alright. Have you ever tried stinky tofu?
Yeah, I've ate it. Yeah.
Do you like it?
It's okay. I don't hate it.
I hate it.
Are you trying to find something?
Yes, I'm trying to find something you hate. Everyone
love-
has a food that they hate. Comment down below, what's your least favorite food?
I have food that I prefer not to eat, but like let's say these are my favorite types of cuisines and stuff, and this is the ones that's like affordable and to go to, because these are too expensive, and these are the ones like if I have the option I'll eat this, but if I don't have the option I'll still eat it. But like it's not like because I hate it, it's just because there's no flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for me, anything that's dry. Like your vagina.
Okay, what's too dry for your mouth?
Turkish food. There's so much Turkish food where like the meat, the kebab, is cooked so much and it's so dry.
Yeah, like the stuff that they sell in like the food trucks and stuff, right? Really, people love that though.
It's for me, it's too dry.
Like,
and oh my god, there's a lot of like Chinese sweets that I don't like, only because you have to have them with tea because they're so dry.
Like what? Oh,
I don't like moon cakes.
Moon cakes are okay with me.
They're too dry for me.
Mooncakes are okay with me. I really honestly can't think of anything that I don't like eating.
Really?
Yeah. If it's like pescatarian and vegetarian, like I'll eat it.
Alright, we'll find something.
Yeah.
We'll find something by the end of it.
When you were talking about the story about the fish, all I can think about, question for the straight boys, which will be 2 people watching this video. Why are all of y'all holding a fish in your dating profiles?
Unless you're holding it next to your penis for a size comparison, you don't have to hold it. Something about it. Do you think it's hot?
Kind of.
I kind of think so too. Maybe that's
because
why
they have a boat, girl.
Yeah.
They have a yacht, girl.
They can. You know what it is? It's instinctual.
Yeah.
It's men showing that they can hunt and gather.
You think so?
I think so.
For me, it's just showing off like, oh, you can afford to go on vacation.
To go fishing.
What is the weirdest experience you've had at a restaurant?
Oh my god, the weirdest experience I've had at a restaurant?
Or like the most fun, or like awkward?
There's a weird experience I had at a restaurant once. Me and my partner at the time, we went to a Chinese restaurant, and I don't know what it was. I think the guy was mad that we didn't speak Chinese, but we ordered a noodle dish, and I'm not sure if it was supposed to taste like that. I'm pretty sure they put out a cigarette in my partner's dish.
Was he being a...
No. But, like, we kept eating the whole thing, and it just tasted like hot tobacco.
Or was it, like, the bottom of, like, the...
It tasted like
pot?
full tobacco.
Ash?
Like ash, tobacco.
Wow.
And we ate the whole thing, and something about it, that was the weirdest experience I've ever had, because not only did we get, like, a tobacco noodle dish, we ate the whole thing.
Tobacco... So it was supposed to be tobacco noodle.
I don't know what it was. It was supposed to be like a spicy noodle.
Or was it because it was, like, barbecued too much and then, like, cooked?
You know,
and then...
I'm an optimist. I'd like to say that it was supposed to be like that, but if you're a pessimist, they put out a cigarette.
Put out a cigarette, mama. For me, it was back in 2000, and I would say 2011-ish.
Okay.
So I was like 21 at the time, and my friend was 20. Age, it's a relevant thing in this conversation because it's what makes it funny. I was 21 at the time, my friend was 24, and then we had like a 35-year-old guy with us at the time who helped us move, both of them helped me move, right? So as like a thank you to both of them, like, you know, thank you for helping me move, I'm offering to pay for everybody's food, right?
Okay.
And so when we were at a gay-friendly restaurant and all the staff there is gay, it was called Vinyl. It's shut down now, but it's like a very popular restaurant in New York that's only gays would go with like gay servers. So at the end of the food session, the waiter brought over the check. I was supposed to pay for it. He put it in front of the white guy. He was like this. Here, this is for you to pay. And we were just gagging and laughing the entire time.
So funny. You know why? Sugar daddy.
Sugar daddy. And we are the young Asian boys that
Thinks
need their
that
money.
you are the Asian baby girl.
I know. Okay, so I do have some questions for you because this is the Yuhua and Friends video. These are your questions, okay? You ready? Rock'em Sakura, which is your favorite mineral?
I would say, oh my god, bismuth.
What's bismuth?
Bismuth is the same mineral that they have in Pepto-Bismol, and it basically what it does is it takes like your bad food and it kind of like turns it into sulfur or something like that.
Nice, that is awesome.
But bismuth, when you look at the mineral itself, it is so pretty. It's like opalescent. It like creates these big square, like big turns and stuff. It's really cool looking.
You lost me after you said it goes in the stomach. It's too much science for me, girl. Okay, Sock'em Sakura. Which is your favorite color of socks to wear?
I want to say white, but none of my socks have ever stayed white. So I would say white with black bottoms.
Why?
Because that's the only ones I own.
Okay, fair enough. Mock'em Sakura, which is your favorite comedy movie?
Oh, favorite comedy movie, if I have to think off the top of my head, I'm going to say Scary Movie 2.
I love the whole franchise.
Oh, and Kung Pao.
What's Kung Pao?
Kung Pao is, it's like, you know how they dub Kung Fu movies?
Okay, yeah.
But most of them were, like, done in Australia because of the weird... Like, yeah.
Really?
If you listen to it, you're like, that's an Australian person trying to sound like a Chinese person.
They have to wear a sign. 我会说中文. Why is that, though? That is such a fascinating fact that I never knew before.
I think what it was the dubbing companies, like, the rights were really cheap, and so a lot of Australian companies bought them.
Oh, okay.
But the movie itself is it's like a parody of a dub.
Got it.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
It's really stupid.
Why Scary Movie, though?
Oh, Scary Movie 2 specifically, I don't know. It feels like drag queen parody comedy.
Yeah.
It really does. Like, it toes the line. The humor is so dumb. Also, Anna Faris, at her peak of dumbness, is so good.
Every time I think of her speaking, it's like, big wide eyes. Oh my goodness, yes! But why?
I'm not crazy.
I'm not crazy. I remember when she just goes like, I don't know, I'm not scared or something like that. She starts flinging her arms and start running. Do you know that scene?
No, that's the one I was talking about.
Oh, that's the scene you're talking about?
I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm not crazy.
And then there's this one scene too when she was running away down the stairs, and her grandmother was there, and she was trying to avoid like the person stabbing her. The grandmother says to her, hi, I forgot her name in the movie. And she's like, hi. And she's like, hi, grandma. And then she pushes grandma down the stairs.
Oh my god. That was always in the promotions, was her throwing the grandma down the stairs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then the grandma gets hit by a piano.
Work it out. Yes, they do. They do. Now, next question. Wokkam Sakura, which is your favorite Asian dish?
Oh.
Or cuisine?
Okay. Let's see. We just talked about hot pot. I have to say that at the moment... It is, it's like the crab fried rice or the crab rice.
Thai food?
Yes, but it's like,
I know what you're talking about.
Well, not the specific one from Thai food, but like it's like boiled crab, and then they make fried rice in the brain of the butter of the crab inside the shell.
I need to try that.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so umami. The flavor is so good.
I feel like my lighting is homophobic because it's facing the other side.
Do you think so? For me, I think what it is I'm really fascinated with Asian street food right now. So anything that is like they serve at the night markets, I'm totally invested in. Absolutely. Like a grilled prawn, I'm down.
Mine, I don't have a favorite type of food, but I would say Korean food.
Oh yeah, Korean
But it's
food.
always so expensive. Why? I don't know why.
Unless you find a really good place that's cheap and the meat is really good. For me specifically, if I go for Korean food, it's Korean barbecue. Because it's all you can eat.
Yeah.
And as an Asian person, it's like, I gotta get my money's worth.
And you bring your containers.
Do you bring containers?
I've done it before at buffets. Continental breakfast, like, went to Vegas. Girl, those macaroons, I got trays and boxes in my bag. Going back and forth. Yeah.
See, I always forget to bring those containers. I went to a buffet recently. Whatever, doesn't matter.
Okay.
I went to a buffet recently that cost $150, but it was all you can eat king crab legs and whole lobsters.
And you didn't bring containers and you feel so bad
I
afterwards.
felt so bad.
You should.
I ate like maybe 8 lobsters and like 15 king crab legs, and I was sick to my stomach. It was so good, and I was like, if I had just brought a container, I wouldn't be so fucking sick right now.
Did you eat like the whole lobster and stuff?
They give you the whole lobster.
Lobsters are so expensive. How much is it over there when you ate it? Because in New York, it's like $75 just for a half a pound.
$150 for the buffet.
Oh, okay. But like, I meant for the lobsters. If you were to get them like anywhere else, like
It was like $60.
yeah, it's expensive, girl.
Yeah.
Like, but the thing is, if you go to Asia, seafood is cheap because
And food is expensive.
If you were to go to Asia, chicken and beef would be expensive, but it's cheaper here. But seafood would be cheaper over there, but expensive over here. Because I guess because of like the way the food is grown,
Processed, yeah.
Not processed, but like I guess like over there it's like closer to the oceans and the rivers where they have a lot of seafood, and over here like they grow the like.
You would think that seafood would be real cheap here in California and in New York,
Yeah.
right by the water.
Yeah,
No.
expensive.
No.
Especially even if they come from Long Island, like deliver like the oysters from Long Island, it's still pretty expensive too. Speaking of walk, did you see that meme with Walk the World?
Walk the world.
Walk the World, but like it's basically the same layout of all the girls. You know how Walk the World has like different queens like circling around the world, but Walk the World is all Asian queens.
Who's on there?
This is probably like the 4-year season. So it was me, Gia Gunn, Manila, Soju, and Angjana, of course. Basically every Asian queen.
Really?
Yeah.
No kimchi?
Kimchi on there too, yeah.
Kimchi on there too.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was pretty
What,
hilarious.
was it an actual thing?
No, it was a meme because they were mocking the fact that it was walk and work.
Yeah,
Does it make sense? Work and walk. But anyway.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to actually do something like that.
Yeah, if there's money, I am there, girl. Why do you think I'm talking about food right now, girl? Angjana asked me, like, on the video maybe like a month ago, she was like, what are you going to talk about after Drag Race? I don't know, girl, I'll find something. I always want to get paid. So if it's Walk the World, me and you will be on there.
Yes, absolutely. Make it happen, guys.
Okay, Lock'em Sakura, what is the perfect password?
The perfect password is anything. Okay, so I'm like a simple girl. One capital. The name of an anime character, and then a number you can remember. No exclamation points, no underscores. It doesn't have to be that complicated because no one cares about your stuff. No one cares about you. And if they're gonna break into your stuff, they're gonna find out anyway with some sort of encryption password.
Oh, speaking of that, got hacked again, and now she's selling laptops again. 11 laptops. If you DM her or something or retweet the thing, she got hacked a couple months ago. She's like, you know what? I changed my password, y'all. The same week.
How did she
right
get
now.
hacked again?
I don't know, girl. Like,
How did Miss Got Mick?
Somebody got hacked. Somebody made a comment under the tweet and said, "What the f is her password?" She's a Rue girl. Like, shouldn't you have like stronger password? It's her password, like password 123.
I think it's probably like trans rights.
Trans rights 123. But nowadays, for passwords, It's so complicated because for every website or like every company, they
the
require
worst.
something different for their passwords. Like some passwords are okay with, let's say password all lowercase, 123, and that's okay. But then some other companies would want like password 123 with like an exclamation point or like a question mark. And then some
Or
other
one
companies,
capital.
yeah, or some other companies will want at least like, I don't know, 14 to 15 characters. And then you have to make your password with 2 S's, 123 exclamation point. And then when you have so many variations of passwords, how the f are you gonna remember?
Some people do notes in their phone, but I feel like there's almost
no
no
point.
Yeah. I mean, you can like write it in a locked diary. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna go in your like.
No point. I feel like that's just too much work. If I'm in a rush or if I'm on the internet trying to go log in somewhere, I want it fast. I don't want to look.
I like what Google does, where it's just like, do you want to log in with Google? I'm like, yes. I don't care if anyone steals my Google account.
What does that mean?
So when you log in with Google, it just like puts in your password, like it keeps it there. Like, you don't have to worry about anything.
Oh, when you save your password.
Yeah.
Okay, but you have two-factor authentication, right? I have that. Yeah, because that's probably something Dotmic doesn't have.
There's no factor.
Yeah.
It's not a factor.
It's not factor, one factor, non-factor. But also sometimes now you have to click on pictures now. Like find the bicycle, find all the pictures with the stairs. No,
I feel so stupid sometimes. They're like, you didn't click all the bicycles.
I'm like,
where was the bicycle?
I'm like, I clicked all the bicycles. Is there like a bicycle or like a model that I don't know about? You know what I mean?
I know what a fire truck looks like. I know what a fire truck looks like, but they don't think that I know what a
or
fire
find
truck.
all the fire hydrants and stuff.
The AI is like, what the kind of stupid.
Yeah, and other types of passwords now when you try to log in is you have to type in, I'm probably saying it wrong, CAPTCHA.
CAPTCHA, yeah.
What was that?
The letters. Something fell off again.
Okay, CAPTCHA, and then the letters are all in the box, but sometimes it's so non-legible that you're like, what the f*** am I supposed to write? I'm human, not a robot, but I still can't read what the f*** is saying in there.
It's funny. It looks like the new Y2K writing.
Oh,
like the design.
Sometimes it does look like sperms for swimming in there because it's so squiggly and stuff. But anyway, next question. Jock Sakura, what is your favorite sport?
My favorite sport. It's ironically, it's not water sports, so that's out of there. I would say my favorite sport. You know what my favorite sport is right now? I'm really into it right now. I'm so into voguing. I'm really
so into voguing right now.
I'm really into competitive tag. Have you seen competitive tag on ESPN? So they have like competitive tag leagues, and it's like teams of maybe like 5 people. They rotate out. There's one catcher and one like runner, and so the time starts, and they only have like 30 seconds to catch the other person. They have like big like pipe structures and ramps and things that you can go like jungle gym-esque sort of things, and they go ham. Like imagine the hardest parkour people, and they're like the guy's like spinning on the bar, sliding on the floor, and then when people mess up, they f themselves up.
How?
Last one I watched, the guy.
Oh, you mean like the body and stuff?
He jumped, he tried to go over the bar, and he slipped, and he broke his ribs on the bottom. I was so amused. He was going hard.
What did they win, though?
I don't know. Not new ribs.
Okay. Because there's all types of, like, sports and, like, competitions now. You mentioned tag. There's also chess competition, which is a sport. And also there's another competition where they, like, the Rubik's Cubes.
Yeah.
I saw one where the guy literally, like, in 3 seconds solved the whole cube. He was like, colors everywhere.
Yeah, but he can't find the...
What? He can't find the what?
I was going to say, can't find the clitoris.
He can't find the clitoris? Oh, speaking of sports.
Maybe he can. Maybe he can find it so good. And he's just like this.
Okay, so there's another video, like, you know Cameo, right? I've never done it, but, like, you remember Cameo was, like, a huge thing back, like, during the pandemic?
I'm still doing it.
You're still doing it? Okay.
Yeah.
I've never done it because I just feel like it's kind of awkward that I'm charging people to, like, you know, say happy birthday to them. Like, I feel like I'm doing a bad thing.
Well, sometimes people, when they do it, they do the same exact message, and it's
cut
and paste. And it's like... If I do it, it's going to be random every time.
Yeah.
It's going to be, like, authentically different from everybody else's. Because part of it, too, is, like, if I'm selling something, I would want to sell something that I would want to buy.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to cut and paste, like sending like an email happy birthday card.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
I would not want to do that.
You heard about the Todrick Hall thing,
Oh,
right?
yeah, I
Yeah, like
remember.
where he like...
On Big Brother, he's like, girl, it's a racket.
Yeah, it's, hair slip, whatever, I love you so much, whatever. Anyway, speaking of sport, this just came to me because, and speaking of cameo, this just came to me too. Luann, the Countess, you know her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was doing a cameo where the person said, my child is autistic. I don't know what the message was. The point was the child was autistic.
Okay.
And they want a message for their child or something like that, right?
Okay.
So Luann was making the video. I guess she doesn't know what autistic means. And she said, hey, X, Y, and Z, I love you so much, sending lots of love to you. I love sports. I was once a jock in my high school or college years too, because she thought autistic means like athletic. That dumb.
She's like, I love autism.
What is it? I left what?
She's like, I love autism, girl.
I love autism.
Same girl. I love the Knicks.
Girl, that was so messy. But anyway, last question. Sakura, what is the perfect amount of inches? Any last comments about food?
I would say if you are a type of person who does not like to try new foods, one, get f***ed, but two, try new foods. Just try something new, and even if you're a picky eater, just like try it and have an open mind. Like, honestly, you might find something that you really, really like.
Yeah. But anyway, you're welcome for all the insights that we have on food, and thank you so much for tuning in to Yuhua and Friends with Rock and Sakura.
Thank you so much for having me, Yuhua. No, wait, this is your channel. If you guys want to find me other places, you can go to rockemsakura.com and get your own merch. I'm also on YouTube, at rockemsakura, on Threads, Twitter, and TikTok.
There's a fly on you.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm on Threads, but I still use it even though nobody's using it. But anyways, bye!
Bye!
Hey squirrel friends, when one video ends, just click on another one. It's called cringe viewing. Go ahead, I support you.